Greetings to whoever has a chance to watch this when you watch it. My name is Bryan Watson, and I'm the lay director of SeeSaw Ministries, a new 501c3 in the Mid-South. And today is a SeeSaw session where I interview for-profits and nonprofits that all carry the same SeeSaw mission, is to always take every opportunity to bring unity to our community. And I'm interviewing my friend of a quarter century, Chris Thomas. We've done more together than you want to hear today, including we've been co-chairman of the golf tournament, FedEx St. Jude, for 20 plus years. But today, I really believe that Chris has found his calling of where he was led to go now and why. Chris, I'm going to bring up Chris's Millington Chamber website, but Chris, I'm excited to have you with me. Any thoughts before we go?
No, let's clarify. We're not the co-chairs of the whole golf tournament. It's a committee out there because I don't want people thinking y'all run the whole thing. I don't want those phone calls, but no.
Thank, thank you.
But
Please clarify what we're co-chairman of, and
yeah,
if you like what you hear, maybe you can join our team next year.
yeah. Last year, one of the other things we co-chaired was Men for the Cure years ago. That's how we met, which was Race for the Cure, and then we got involved in this together. And I couldn't have done it, and could not have been doing it without you and your expertise and everything. So no, I'm excited where I'm at. I'm excited where you are. We've both been on a journey, and so looking forward to what God has for both of us.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect segue. I believe everything that Chris and I have ever done our entire lives and everything we've acquired, skill set, wisdom of our wounds, everything we've led to leads to where he's led us now. We always try to make sure that we're doing his will. We're both faith-filled guys, and it's pretty hard to find someone that wants to bring unity to our community that's not. But it's
It's true.
possible. But here
That's
we
true.
go. I'm going to start with the Millington website, and there's tons of great nonprofits and for-profits that share the same vision of SeeSaw. And Chris has been one of my favorite SeeSaw partners for 25 years, helping each other through our ups and downs. So without further ado, I'm going to share the Millington Chamber website. Uh, and and Chris, you'd mentioned there's renovations going on. This is the website, this is directory, and this is where people could learn more and join. But where can I click if you'd like me to on this site?
Well, I mean, I just basically it's, and like you said, we are working on it. But no, I mean, if people want to know anything about what's going on in the community out here, they can look up under the events page. If you go to our events page, go to chamber calendar,
Okay.
and then it just shows you, like for instance, Friday morning we've got down there July 31st, got a coffee and connect and ribbon cutting, and so that's a thing people can members can come to and network, and then it just you go through that and it just shows you different things we've got going on. And
Okay.
then let's see, our directory we're working on. If you go back to directory at
Sure.
the top there,
Uh-huh.
so it's you scroll down and you can see just the different uh, family, community, civic organizations. I haven't, like I said, we're redoing some of this, so it's family, community, civic organizations shows probably most of the nonprofits are listed on there. And then religious organizations could be also some nonprofits, but we've got some great partners here in Millington that are, you can just see the list right there of churches, confidential care for women. Like I said, that's where a lot of the churches are listed there. We've got a lot of churches here that are members, and then we've got civic organizations. One of our big members, sustaining investors, is the YMCA, and under family, community, civic organizations, that may give us a little. I didn't get a chance to look at this beforehand, but yeah, there we go. And so, yeah, that's, I mean, a lot of it just shows these are other people. Camp Conquest is a great place for special needs young people, and man, we've got another, just so much going on out here. My City Rides is a great nonprofit that we've hooked up with David Short out here, and I'm meeting with him next week about some other things. But they're going to provide a lot, because Millington, just to give a little background to those that may not be familiar with Millington, we are the fastest growing city in Shelby County. That's the definite. And we just are growing like crazy. So there's a lot of things going on. We've got the airport out here that a lot of people don't know about that's owned by the city, third largest runway in the state. And we've got a Tennessee flight training out there, air sail that works on aircraft. I'm going to be doing interviews shortly with the president of TCAT, which is the College of Applied Technologies. Their aviation school is moving from the Memphis airport out here, and we'll be bringing 300 to 500 students out here. It's
Wow.
going to be huge. Yeah. And so that's, and then another great, they're not a member yet, but another great addition that you'll be familiar with, Brian, that's already about to start school is the Visible Music College has moved out here.
Wow, that's
I
fantastic.
don't know if I told you that had happened, but they're in the process. They're out here at River of Life Church, and so they will have needs for transportation, and so there's so much happening all at one time, which is great. But I definitely love your vision, and as I walk through my day pattern of life, get an opportunity to see how I can help other people.
Yeah, no, you have the same heart and a different responsibility because of, if someone doesn't know you, just kind of your background, county commission and probate clerk. You want to give them a quick little reference of how yesterday is helping today?
Yeah, well, so it's I think I'm gonna share my whole life story, but raised by a single mom with 3 kids, and so we know what it's like to struggle. And but God took care of us, and so I got involved in politics in high school. Was elected to the Memphis City School Board in 1991, and then ran for the position of Shelby County Probate Court Clerk, which was a countywide office, and deal with wills and estates and guardianships. And so I've been able to help a lot of families going through death and grieving and getting their estates in order. And so that was to me sort of a ministry. Did that for 16 years and elected to the Shelby County Commission, where I worked to help people in the community. Then city manager of Lakeland for a little while. And so that background put me in touch with a lot of people in government in the community. Volunteered for different things other than St. Jude Golf Tournament. I was on the Margaret Piazza St. Jude Gala boards. I'm familiar with them. I've also worked with Life Choices, Confidential Cares, a lot of nonprofits that I've had a chance to work with because I really like to help people that are need help, and so do you, obviously. So, no, that's sort of my background on what got me here. I'm got 3 children and 9 grandchildren,
That's
so
awesome.
it's yeah, so that's keeps me busy, but love it. Just love helping people.
So a couple things. Uh, we know each other's heart, and I felt a call 5 or 6 years ago to help do communication for one of your members, Saving Lost Kids. Brian Calley's the founder that boldly fights for missing, exploited, and sex trafficked children. And we do really good at education. We do really good at helping find through our missing kid text alerts. Shamelessly, if you're watching this, please text the word lost, LOST, to phone number 51555. And so we have over 100 missing children perpetually in Tennessee. And please sign up and get that so you can be prayed for these children. I just sounded an alert with 6 more just yesterday. So and that's what Chris and I we are blessed to be. I would like dare to say kind of relationship architects. So Chris, we're always on the lookout for who we're meeting and who do we believe who would be a good seesaw partner, for lack of better words. Who should we be matching people with, not to compete, but help complete each other with the goals we're set out to do for our for-profits and nonprofits. Really quick, one of the things that Chris is outstanding at doing for his members is to go out and record a really shameless plug of a particular member of what they're doing and why. And I can show you here their Facebook page, which is not there. Where did I put?
Well, you're in control of it. I can't figure out how to
Yeah,
do that.
I'm gonna swim back down here to and click
While
on.
you're finding, yeah, while you're finding that,
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you
Go
go.
ahead.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this is not, you can scroll down. This is not Hollywood. It's just something that I do, whether it's a big corporation, a small business, nonprofit. I offer to come out to people's business and just basically say, hey, I'm Chris with the Chamber. I'm out here with David from My City Rides. That lady right there is with Rock and Roll Nutrition to try to help people stay healthy with her Herbalife teas. They're having ribbon cutting Friday. So
Nice.
that, and then we did another ribbon cutting Friday. And but then it's just to basically trying to help the businesses, nonprofits get the word out to the community. And, we've got several other nonprofits you've already talked about, but and then there's for profit, but
Sure.
one, one bigger, major nonprofit that's an investor here is Goodwill. They have that Excel. I don't know, part of them is the Excel workplace where they help people find jobs.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. There's our friend Laura Lee talking about her catering service.
Yeah.
Um, but then Spreading Sunshine's another nonprofit that helps families who are going through with a child that's maybe going through some health issues, not have to deal with things like meals and everything. So anything I can do with my platform here as director of the chamber, I'm definitely going to be doing that.
Yeah. And that's what you get. There are they're so aware of the Millington, the power of being a member. You have plenty of members that know they're trying to attract more Millingtons, for lack of a better word. I know that one of your favorite many is the owner's box. There's a lot of companies that see the value of being a member chamber just to get the Millington exposure and your exposure to people that probably might not know they even exist. My City Rides, good example. So people kind of seek, and Laura Lee's obviously based out of Bartlett, but catering goes everywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are versus where you serve. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. No, we're the area chamber, so we've got members, like you said, in Bartlett, Arlington, Lakeland, even down into Memphis, but up here and even north of here in Atoka and Tipton County, because it's really just a matter of this whole area is growing and people
Right.
want to be a part of it. And so we're all about helping folks, helping organizations. So, um, yeah, I mean, anything that we can do to help people and help organizations, we want to do that.
So, guys, get a hold of Chris. Chris is going to help you no matter what. We're kind of unconditional helpers. Hey, I'm out of a job, or someone just had a house fire, or someone is dying to be a volunteer at the golf tournament, not this year, but next year, or whatever the case may be. The only time Chris and I ever say no is when they ask us, do we ever say no?
Yeah.
So we're kind of just like that. We're here to love and serve. And quickly, one of the things, and if you want to learn more about good old SeeSaw Ministry, it's at seesawministries.org. But I have been putting together and building this for over a year, and one of SeeSaw ministries is the Midsouth Resource Directory. So, and we'll put links to everything in this video, but this is a place where if you have resources anywhere in the Mid-South and you want to let people know your resources, every church, organization, group, nonprofits, little churches, big churches, if you have a resource, this is where you go list your resource for free. And then when people are looking, they can look by category. They can look by category, or they can even look by map. So the reason why this is going to hopefully be huge, just like Millington's getting huge, is companies have reached out to me and say, how can I be a part of serving a a resource like this? So it is possible for you to be a corporate sponsor of the Mid-South Resource Directory so it can remain a free resource. And you companies that want to align with this resource can say, I totally want to bring unity to our community too. and you could be a corporate sponsor to make sure everyone learns about, populates, and uses this as a Mid-South resource. But I just wanted to give a little plug as being the lay director of this new nonprofit, so you can understand our hearts and minds are very aligned between SeeSaw and Millington Chamber. And hopefully you're going to click on the links in these interviews and see below. Chris and I are no strangers to either LinkedIn and Facebook ourselves. You can find us on LinkedIn or Facebook, and I can even put the links to our LinkedIn profiles because that's where businesses do business with business. So I'll put that in the notes as well of where you can find us. And I'm going to get rid of the screens for our closeout. And thank you for jumping on this ride with us when you press play. And if you know someone that's having trouble sleeping, just direct them right to this video. It'll help, no problem. So it's very exciting stuff going on this fall. Chris, I think you forgot, or if you mentioned I wasn't paying attention, there's something in the car racing world. Is something new happening up there as well?
Well, it's been put on hold right now, so we're
Okay.
just sort of waiting to hear more news. It got delayed till next year, and that's the last I've heard. But really not sure everything that's going on right now. But we're staying tuned for that. But that's actually not in Millington; it's south of here. But there's so much going on up here that we're focused on in our city. From Target Academy Sports to the TCAT to the Nice City Rides.
Target is you're getting some big corporate companies, retail, and some of the big boys are seeing the light, right?
Oh yeah, well, Academy Sports should be open. I think they said before Christmas. They're hoping it might roll over to next year. Target is 2027. But yeah, they see that this is the fastest growing city, and there's a lot of people up here, and so there's a lot of opportunity to reach people up here for sure.
So, just like I'm kind of proud of Bartlett's leadership and police, fire, and everything, I think Millington's reputation of being a very safe and loving community is a lot of the draw, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean we've got it used to be the sleepy town of Shelby County back when I was on the county commission. No one really thought about going to Millington. Now I've got people I meet from Bartlett, Arlington, Lakeland, Tipton County. They're like, they love coming here. Some have moved here because they know that it's a safer city. One thing people may not realize is we got the largest. It's weird when you say naval base, but we've got the largest inland Navy base in the country. We got over 8,500 employees out here. Every decision for the Navy in the whole world regarding recruiting and personnel comes through Millington, Tennessee. It's hard to believe, but it's a small city over there. But yeah, we work with them to help promote activities over there. And so anyway, a lot of opportunities for people. If someone's out here listening and think, man, I'd like to get help starting a nonprofit or help starting a business or want to look at moving to Millington, just call the chamber office and you can go to our website and get that information. Glad to help everybody out. Appreciate what you're doing, Brian. This is definitely something that I know we've talked about for years, and
Yep.
God's timing is perfect. So
Yeah.
anyway,
It's very simple. It's no different. SeeSaw Ministries is a much better name for Bryan Watson. It just is. The things I've been trying to do, it was just time to step into full-time, be a Mid-South missionary. And I am self-funded, so don't get me wrong. If you want to be a part of being one of my being a virtual missionary, let me know. Two last things. One is I know all of you are going, where can I get my Beale Street painting? That my daughter painted this, and it was won awards and went into the airport. And the original was actually bought by Gus's Fried Chicken. But I will leave a link of where you can order the exact size of the Beale that my daughter. That's her original painting and is a must-have. And every dollar that you spend on this very affordable painting goes towards a little architect Mississippi State tuition. So
The one he's talking about is right here, just in
Right,
case you
right,
didn't
right there.
notice. Yep.
And the little ones make great going away gifts for college kids to put up in their dorms, but I'll leave the link to that. But last, Chris doesn't know I'm going to do this, but this is one of the best ways when you see the value and the quality of what the chamber is doing. I want you to Google Millington Chamber of Commerce, and then I want you to go over there and give the most impeccable 5-star review you can give. Because if Google doesn't, if you don't tell Google, nobody knows, right? So Chris deserves, and his amazing staff deserves as many 5 stars as possible. So let's turn this 5 into 555. If you're watching this, you just Google it, you see this, and leave a stellar review. And if it's not 5 stars, then you call Chris and tell him why, and he'll make sure he takes care of it.
You got it.
So, as you know, we don't want any negativity out there. That's why we're here to personally help anyone that's having a problem with anything.
You got it.
So, all right.
Thank you.
Hey,
Oh, thank you, man, so
yeah,
much. Appreciate
yeah,
it, and
yeah. It's an
look
honor.
forward to look
Go
forward to
to
what's happening in
Millington.
the future.
Yeah. It's a blessing. God bless everyone that has a chance to see this, share this, and be a part of bringing unity to our community. Until we talk again, I am going to put an end to this. Thanks for watching.